Hello everybody, welcome back to Contest of Speed. We're here for the EU2 race around this magnificent Portugal track, as I'll get a track map on for you. It's nine to the right and 6 to the left with two DRS zones. The first one being from 4 to 5 and then the last one being around 15 down to turn 1. So expect to see a lot of overtakes there. Without further ado, we'll get into qualifying. I'm the Piney Penguin and with me in the comms booth is our Matty Robbo. How are we doing tonight?
Good evening, good evening. Yeah, in the sunny Algarve section of Portugal, a home away from home for me. So this is quite a sentimental race. Really, I do enjoy coming to this track. It is a bit of a roller coaster, this one.
Oh yeah, as I can definitely confirm that because I was racing in the EU3 race last night, and if I didn't have my 12 seconds of pens, I would have had a P4 from the back. So I think I did pretty well.
Yeah, how was last night? Unfortunately, I was not able to watch it, but it's well, it's
So
EU3. There's quite a few of you now in EU3.
yeah, we've pretty much almost have full lobby. I think we have about 17, 18. But I think last time we had about 15 people. I was like, I said to myself and my teammate, I hate this track. If I do qualify here, I'm probably gonna be at the back. So I said, screw it, I'll start at the back anyway. So I just started last, and for me, when it came to the race, it rained for quite a lot of it, and for some reason on this year's game, I'm pretty good in the wet, so I made up a lot of time then. But obviously enough about the EU3 race yesterday. We're racing in EU2 and we've got drivers coming out onto the track. Let's just get this lap data and track map on screen so I can see who is out first. And it looks like Tier Lady is leading the way. And hello to you, Hoffendo, back in the chat. How are you doing this fine evening?
Charlie is out there. He's on a set of medium tyres.
And one thing to know as well, I noticed this. There's one Sebi has returned.
Sebi has returned. A Yeet Mix has returned as well.
Oh yeah, I forgot. So, yeah, Yeet Mix has also returned as well.
Yeah, so a few returning drivers. Good to see him. Sebi's in the Mercedes alongside Charlie. So
I'm pretty sure Sebi and Charlie are good friends outside the game. As Tia's having a little wobble before he even starts his first flying lap. As he's coming
Charlie's going to try and get as many teammates in the season as it is possible. He's on like his third one already.
Yeah. Well, anyway, on board here with Tia as he's coming down into turn 1, onto the heavy braking. And then turn 2 is pretty much flat out, then back onto the brakes into turn 3. Come on, let's just get rid of everything. There we go, that's better. This is a better view. Obviously now he's on the first of the 2 DRS straights on the run down to turn 5. And then obviously as well around this track there's several elevation changes, so up the hill here a little bit, that down round turn 6. 7's pretty much almost flat out, then onto the brakes for heavy braking for turn 8, then back on the power again. Turn 9 pretty much also flat out. Then it's onto the brakes again to go, well, then put mile corners and straight enough, and then on the brakes for turn 11, then foot to the floor, down the hill, up to 12, up the hill again, around the slight hairpin of turn 13, then up to turn 14, and then down to the long turn 15, which is pretty much flat out, and Tia is slightly lagging as we come around that corner, but still foot to the floor, DRS detection point about there, and obviously DRS goes flying open and up to the line. Obviously you won't see until I do this, and now it's a 117.1.
Yeah, one of 2 DRS detection, 2 DRS zones around this circuit, the main straight, and then between turn 4 and turn 5. Some corners around this track have corner names, and some of them are just turn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, etc., etc.
I can tell you right now. I have the track map on my second monitor, and I can tell you turn 1, 3, 5, 8, 9, 10, 14, and 15 all have names. The rest don't.
It's a track where traction here I've experienced so far during the short practice that I've done is it's very tricky.
If Sebi's done a lap on... Nope, Sebi's done a lap on the softs.
He has done that on the softs.
That's a... So if I remember as well correctly, I was about to say yesterday's pole time, and I think Malvin is close to it, but not close enough.
16.7 though for a bank is a pretty strong start.
There we go. And now Steljo has beaten yesterday's pole time, which I believe was a 16.648, I think. I do believe that was from Sandy Dam, I think. It's Sandy Dam and Alma Mac who got it. Those two were both into the 16s at the end of the session, separated by a 10th. And right now our top two are separated by pretty much a 10th. Obviously, some people not liking qualifying right now. Who's that just coming across the line? That's not Pipe Tech, it's the other McLaren of Yeet Meeks. He's up to 6th. See, that's Sebi going around. Will he go for another lap, or is he gonna just chuck it straight into the pits with no fuel? Nope, he's actually going again. He must have been doing like a double out lap then. Oh, sorry, no, sorry. A lap, then a cool down lap, and then he's going to do another lap now.
Well, I'd be amazed if he does another lap now because he's got no battery left. He's got 20%. So.
Oh dear. Anyway, Pipe Check across the line. Slowest of everybody right now, as Connell has just joined the lobby. I do believe we have one more person we are expecting. Maybe
2 to go.
Sorry, two. Sorry, Rob, 2 we're expecting. We're expecting
Rob and Andre.
Yep, Rob and Andre. As Charlie's on a better lap. I think I was 5/10 up. As Biker Craig's going to finish a lap. Biker Craig up to 8th. How much is Charlie going to improve on these medium tyre? He's improved by 6/10, so he's up to 6th on the mediums. About 7/10 off of Steljo right now. And Relis is not happy with his lap, so he's in pits.
Gonna try again.
Who is on a lap? Pipe Tech's invalidated. Sebi on a run. He's going to finish this one. Up to line for Sebi. 6/10 improvement. He's behind his teammate. Again. But D Summers, he's invalidated. So he'll be doing another lap. Hayes on a lap. Validated. But
there's no one really on a lap at
not right now.
the moment. Got a few guys coming out onto out laps. I knew I was going to be checking something to tell everybody, and then I decided not to check that thing. Subs for this evening, Grelis is in for Amwal in the Aston Martin, Andre's in the Haas MTC, and Pipe Tech's in for Luke in the McLaren.
Oh, I'm pressing wrong. Charlie's in. Sebi will probably be in as well. Hayes in. Biker Craig's going for another lap. Havoc Connor is just starting a lap. Lanky One has also started a lap. There's Biker Craig. He's further along, so right on board with the man in the Kick Sauber. Hoping to kick himself further up the order with this lap, as I do believe he set a personal best in the first sector. Going down the hill, down turn 9, up to turn 10, Portimao corner. 11. Oh, he's gone wide and invalidated. Yeah. That is unfortunate. Now we move on to Havoc Connor, who's about at turn 9. He's about to come across the second sector split right now as he's coming around turn 10 and 11. And down the hill. He's only 33 hundredths up on his previous best time. Unless he finds a lot of time in this last sector, I don't think he's going to improve very much. As he's coming down the hill, and we'll go down the long turn 15, which is called Gout, I think. Right, yeah. And no, he's bailed out. He has bailed out of his lap, so we'll go to Lanky One. goes up to 12th, and as a Robstar has just joined us, so he'll be jumping into that Ferrari. And Connell has invalidated. Rellis is just starter lap, so ride on board. What he does. 22.2 in the first sector there. I'm not sure how fast that is compared to the rest of them. Obviously, I expect Relish should be somewhere towards the front of the field.
There'll be a few Connell we're expecting a lap for as well. So two of the bigger hitters of the tier still yet to qualify. Rob has just joined as well, so he will have a time to do at least a run. Maybe two. It's got very overcast out there.
Has. Definitely has. Obviously, yesterday in the EU3 race, it started dry in the race and then got too wet. In qualifying, it was just bone dry. Keeping on board with Grelis is it's coming round the final corner right now. Up to the floor, pretty much a flat out corner. Up this little hill here. DRS open, flying across the line, up to 7th for the time being. Split into two Mercedes. And one Charlie's on a lap and Sebi's just starting a lap. Connell, he's invalidated, so he's into the pits. This is Pipe taking a McLaren, he's just about to start a lap. This is that oh, it's a Red Bull.
Stelcho's about to start a lap.
Yep, Stelcho's starting a lap. Malvin has invalidated his lap. Sid is about to finish a lap. The 10th up on his previous best in the middle sector. What's it across the line? He's into the 16s, but still just over a 10th behind Malvin.
Yeah, Charlie's only a quarter second up on the softs. It's his first run on the softs, so I think he would be expecting to be a little bit quicker through that. We'll see as he goes through the last corner. See if he's going to gain any major time. Still got a little bit of battery left.
Up the hill, across the line. It's a 5/10 improvement in the end, so he's into the 16s as well, but it's only good enough for Paul right now. And I do believe teammate is coming out the last final corner as Tay improves up to 9th. Behind the man we're watching. Zebby up to the line. How much of improvement? Oh, not even improving, so maybe they're doing another run now.
Pipe X on the move though. He's half a second up on his own time.
Up to line for Pipe Tech. What's it going to be? It's a 6.5 improvement. Still last on the grid, but he's into the 18s. As Steljo improves with by about a 10th. Malvin needs to try and find about a 10.5 to catch up.
Yeah, all these guys will probably have one more run at pole left.
Yep. Obviously there is yellow flags, so I cannot see how long's left. Steljo needs to go a bit faster so I can see how long left of time. I think man has possibly ran out of fuel.
Yeah, 5 minutes of qualifying to go.
Let's find who's...
Havoc Connor's going to improve by quite a bit, 7 tenths.
7 tenths up to P6. Yep. I hope Connor does well, because he did tell me the other day this is one of his favourite tracks. He's hoping to have a good day at this track. Where's his teammate? He went up to turn 11. So how much is D Summers going to improve? Oh, he's not improving. He's actually down on his time.
Yeah, he didn't really improve for the first set. It was like 200s, and he's gone now 300 slower. So it's really like half a tenth. It's not that much.
Yeah, we'll have to see if he can gain any in this last sector. If not, I think it's going to be a bailout and into the bot for that Williams. Nope, he's going to bail out.
Correct.
He is bailing out. So where Biker Craig is invalidated a lap. Laid on a lap. Is on a lap? Yes.
Yes. What we're seeing is some of the guys that set the faster times at the start of qualifying, they've not really improved.
No, as Sebi is going to be the first one to say, that's it, I'm happy with my time, I'm done. riding on board here with Tier Ladies. He's coming. I think he's backed out of it. He's backed out of his lap. Tier Lady not happy with his lap as Pipe Tech is retiring in the pits. Yeah, Tier Lady not happy with his lap, so he's going to try and recharge his battery. And Andre has finally joined us. So we'll have 17 runners in this race. As Havoc Connor is the latest retiree, so he must be happy with his lap. He can't do any more. Tay, the same thing. But as I say, it's a bit of a shame to see Tay down in 10th. Man's usually towards the front of the field. So not a good day in the office for the V-Carb.
I see a lot of retirements. I'm saying if it's because of the inclement weather, but it's just people generally retiring from the session as the leaders grow. As the field grows up to 17.
Yep.
Now. Andre's there.
Yep.
So
Tailade was trying to do a new lap, but invalidates at turn 3. That's not the best for them. But Charlie on a lap.
Purple middle sector for Greles.
Wow,
Trying
4
to finish
attempts.
his lap.
If Grelis has a good last sector here, this should be into 16s. This could see him on the front row, possibly, if it's good enough. Up to the line for Grelis. Oh, it's not quite. It's just outside. He's just behind his teammate.
A smidge behind his teammate.
Yep. 6 thousandths, to be exact. Who spell in chat saying, no Haas, I would have joined if I knew. Well, there's a Haas now. Andre has joined.
No Haas. I'm pretty sure there's not a Haas driver in the EU2 at the moment. So you could actually join every week. No.
Yep. That is right. Andre's filling in for an empty Haas seat. So if he finishes in the points, it will be for Haas.
There's no Haas's currently in the EU2 grid, which has now populated itself up to a nice round 15.
I feel like I would have
sought a bit more, actually.
If you spell in chat saying, I feel like this is sort of a mission I should have been aware of, lol.
Not my problem, and it is raining. I did think it was going to be slight inclement weather, that's why we weren't seeing everybody.
Ah, well, that answers that question. We're getting rain here at the end of quali, so
I shall return shortly.
Pretty much no one's going to be able to do improvements, as we've got 44 seconds left of the session. We've got a few people out on track. Who spell in chat saying, yay, rain. Yeah, I could say the same thing, because two spell races in EU3 with me, so we both did not. I was like, I hate the rain, but I'm pretty good in it. So I'll have a look. Oh, no, Charlie's invalidated, so he's not going to improve. Alvin, don't know if they're improving. See as he comes across the seconds. Oh, bit of a slide there, so nope, 7 seconds down on the delta, so nope, they are not. Biker Craig is following the lanky one, who's having a bit of a slide there out of turn 11. And Biker Craig is off the road. And we're going to have Connell try to do a lap. Same with Andre, but I think these guys have just left it too late. Rob has already been shown. Also, the checker flag has fallen. Rob didn't get out for a lap, so he's going to qualify last. We have a car in the wall there. Just waiting for Connell and Andre to do laps. That's it. That's all fine, Matty. Biker Craig needs an invite. Oh, have you DC'd? Oh dear. That is not very good, because I do not have you added, sir. Do spell in chat saying, it's okay, Matty, no need for comforting. Arsenal's 1-0 up at the minute. As I say, I can see you in chat there, Matty, so when you can, invite a Biker Craig. Oh, I've just realised I've not gone through the entire grid. I've been too busy looking at chat. Oops. So that was qualifying. As far as I'm right, it is Steljo on pole. He'll be probably fighting with Malvin at the front. I think Sid was P3, Charlie was P4. And then I do believe it was Tia, then Grelis, Seb, might have been D Summers, then thing. To be fair, while they're sorting their setups, I could look at the race director just quickly. Obviously, I don't want to look at this too long because it reveals tyres, so yeah, Steljo, Melvin, Sid, Charlie, Tia, Grelis, Havoc Connor, D Summers, Sebi, Tay, Yeet Meeks, then Biker Craig, Lanky, Hype Tech, Connell, Andre, and Rob will start at the back. But obviously now the drivers have sorted their setups. We've got 4, 5 lights. It's a long haul, but now we're on the way for the Portuguese Grand Prix. It's a good getaway from Steljo. It's a bit of a poor one there for Malvin as he's dropped 2 places to Charlie and Sid. Oh, Charlie gets a little bit out of shape at turn 1, so he's now side by side with Malvin. But there was some carbon fibre flying all over the road there, as we've got a few cars ghosted. Oh, and the Alpine and Malvin's actually lost some front wing as Charlie goes back ahead. Grelis is ahead of Tillade. Havoc Connor has gone backwards a little bit, so he's dropped down a bit. Tay's up a place, now he's gone backwards. Grelis up to 4th ahead, trying to get ahead of Malvin, but Malvin pushes him off a little bit, and I apologise, I have got hiccups. But looks like Grelis is going to get that move done round the outside here at turn 10. Yep, finally there, gets to move. Nope, still side by side. These two still scrapping away over 4th place. But now Malvin's finally conceded the place and Grelis up to 4th. I thought he was going to come have a go back at him. Oh, look at this. Malvin really close here to the back of Grelis. Well, see, Malvin does have that front wing damage. He's missing the end plate. We've also got Sebi right on the back of these guys, as Malvin and Grelis are side by side, and there goes the Alpine flying through, and Sebi will go as well. Side by side, him and Grelis are, as they come up to turn 3, and Sebi is ahead of that Aston Martin. So Grelis losing 2 places down on the straight. Might even lose 1 to his teammate, as we see Sid going for a move on his teammate into the lead. Biker Craig has finally rejoined the race. D Summers now ahead of Grelis, so Grelis got back ahead of D Summers, so Grelis not having a good start here. Oh, and that is Sebi a little bit wide, so Grelis will try to go down the inside, but gets semi-spun. So Grelis now dropping down all the way down to 10th. And rejoins ahead of Havoc Connor, who's also missing an end plate. So quite a bit of damage there. And now and TNT are off the road.
Oh, that was a frantic start, by the way. Absolutely frenetic.
Oh god.
Start to the race.
Contact there between who is it? Conan. Who came to contact there with Tia?
There's a racing ball that was off.
Oh, it was Tay. Must have been
Charlie's possibly taken the lead here past Steljo and Sid.
Double overtake. He got the double overtake into turn 1. Obviously, Sid is on the softs, where his teammate is on the hards, but Sid back into the lead of this race.
Yeah, I think Charlie went off at turn 1 and probably had to give that place back. Charlie's going to try to go down the inside of both of them here into turn 5. Look like there's a bit of contact there. He's got ahead of Steljo and still side by side with Sid going up to turn 7 and 8 here. But yeah, meanwhile, Sebi's got past Malvin, who's looking to fight back through 8 and 9. That's very brave. That's wounded Alpine.
especially with that front wing damage. He's missing an end plate, and Biker Craig has DNF'd and left the session.
Oh, that was on the track as well.
Oh, did he have? Oh no, dear. Oh, there we go. He said in chat, not letting me drive. So Biker Craig having the bug where once he rejoins, the game will DNF him. So that is unfortunate. I think Malvin and Sebi just had a bit of coming together because D Summers has taken advantage. He's up to 5th.
Sorry, Biker Craig, that was very unfortunate timing of you leaving and me also leaving at the same time.
That is unfortunate there, Biker Craig. Yeah, you will not be penalised for retiring on track if the game retires you. As D Summers making the move on the Alpine into turn 1, but wheel locking and both of them are in the gravel. Just a small bit of wheel locking and into the gravel. Melvin with a bit of an unsafe rejoin there. That could be taken to the stewards room after. I think D Summers.
Oh, Charlie and Sid.
Charlie Sid side by side.
Very aggressive up front.
It really is, but all the action's further back with the rest of the field. Like, these three have bolted. They're like 5 seconds ahead of Sebi in 4th.
They are 5 seconds ahead. They're actually just giving DRS off of each other, and they're not really fighting too much at the moment. But
they're just.
I mean, we saw this. Was it Bahrain opening race of the season? It's the last time we saw the Mercedes and the Red Bulls go completely at each other.
Yeah, and, this reminds me of IRL, where it was Hamilton versus Verstappen and Perez. That's what this.
In this case, Valtteri, also as Seb at this point, is currently languishing back in P4. That's not his fault though, because everyone else has been fine, but he's going to be under pressure now from Grelis, who is on the charge at the moment.
And there we go, Grelis in the Aston Martin up ahead. And looks like D Summers and Yeet Meeks are fighting. Oh, Yeet Meeks also has front wing damage.
I'm not surprised, but they all just Constantine back up because of the instance they've been having.
Charlie back into the lead ahead of Sid and Steljo. Yeah,
this is fantastic news for Steljo at the moment. These two scrapping away. He's on the medium tyres compared to.
Yep, Havoc Connor now getting past Yeet Meeks and up into 8th. Williams boys looking very good here. Got the 2 McLarens in their lap, currently in the last 2 points places. Well, as if Perez would be that high up, says 2 spell in chat. Now, if you think about it, when it was Red Bull versus Mercedes, it was literally the top 4 would always be like Verstappen, Hamilton, Perez, Bottas. Like, doesn't matter what order it would be in, but just those 4. When it was just Mercedes versus Red Bull, like, that's what I'm saying. As the 2 Red Bulls are swapping places. But obviously right now, Sebi is struggling and is being put under pressure a little bit by Connell behind in the Alpine. Like, Alpine's looking quick. I just noticed Tate is into the points as well, ahead of Pipe Tech.
It's got that same feeling as we saw in qualifying. It's very overcast back out there. Oh, that's a very nearly half-hearted attempt by D Summers.
Yeah, this is like getting very overcast. And two spell is correcting me in chat saying no, it'll be Hamilton Verstappen.
Connell! Oh, sorry, Connell. Sebi got very close. Connell was trying to go down the inside there.
I was going to say, I can see it. I'm still spectating on Sebi, so I can see it as D Summers is looking to go down the inside at turn 11 on the Alpine. There's an opportunity Nick missed. Right, I can't miss that word. He's going to go down the inside here at turn 12. But he's in the gravel.
Yeah, interlocked again, and we've seen that twice already.
Oh dear. People just they've come back on at the same. They've come
back on at each other.
Oh no.
They're still side by side through the last corner.
Yep, still side by side. These 2 are just not giving each other an ounce of space. Obviously, that's going to go to the stewards room after, probably. Obviously, D Summer still not hasn't got damage from that, and neither has Connell. Obviously,
Yeah.
but the real damage is they've both dropped out of the points and promoted Pipe Tech and Tier into the points.
This is fantastic news for the likes of Gredis and Sebi, because they've had a bit of a... Oh no, Gredis has just made a bit of a mistake. They've got a bit of a gap to have Connor and this train that goes all the way down.
Yep. We've got a few trains. We've got the three... We've got the two Red Bulls on Charlie running away. We've got Sebi struggling to get past the Grelis. And obviously, Havoc Connor is about 1.5 seconds behind these two. And he's got Yeet Meeks, Tay, Pipe Tech, and Tierlade all chasing his rear. And then we've got Connell, D Summers fighting over 11th. Malvin is ahead of the two Ferraris, and Andre is the last of the runners.
Am I right in saying, yeah, Malvin's got no, like, end plates at all on either side?
Let's have a quick look at this. Oh yeah, he's missing both end plates.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
why is that man not pitted for a new wing?
I have
As
no idea.
Sebi is finally... Yep, Sebi is finally past Grelis. I just find that funny we're both saying the exact same thing. As Havoc Connor's the first to pick up 3 seconds.
And Stelcho did get past Charlie, and Charlie got past Stelcho again. Oh, and Charlie's left the door open for Sid.
Yep, contact.
Oh, and with contact between the two. And Stelcho went for the move down the inside, and Stelcho got that move done pretty fair and square, and then Sid was like, oh, door's open, yes please. And was it was a little bit clumsy.
Yep, thank you to Spell for the resub with Prime. 8 months. Hashtag cost for life, he says. Much appreciated for the resub.
Charlie's going to dive it down the inside of Sid.
Yep, I'm still spectating these two.
I mean, it's getting feisty, but they're still 7 seconds clear of everybody else.
Yep. And plus, because of that fighting, Stelcho's actually gapped him by a second.
Yes, Stelcho.
They will get back in. They will get back in DRS. Because Sid will just.
Sid,
yeah, Sid just.
Charlie didn't get it.
Yeah, but Sid blasting past.
Feisty. It's getting ferocious, and oh, there it is! That between the two at the top of turn 4, and it's a bit of rain. I think
yeah, I was gonna say, I was gonna say, am I seeing things? No, that's rain. All of a sudden, the rain has come again, just like yesterday in the EU3 race. As Pipe Tech picks up 10 seconds for a severe collision with Connell.
Connell? Who's out? Connell's out.
And
top of the hill. Safety car.
No. Safety car deployed. With that rain coming as well, I'm expecting everybody to bail into the pits. I also do believe Malvin picked up 3 seconds as well for track limits.
It's not been the cleanest opening stint of an EU2 race I've ever seen.
Yeah. Two Spell was asking in chat, can we watch Connell and D Summers expecting big old fireworks? And then man's like, I fear we've missed the fireworks. Yes, I do apologise. I've missed the fireworks. So something's gone on there. So, don't know what's going on. D Summers drive through for speeding under safety car. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
I do have to question why.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what was it?
Why? What's the need?
I don't know, unless he got the same bug as 427, where a couple times 427 hasn't been able to see like the delta. So unless it's thing. Echo in chat saying, Piney, stop sleeping. Sorry, I am tired today. I've been up since 7 AM. Not rare, so I'm half asleep.
Boo hoo.
Yeah, I'm half asleep. Also, these summers stayed out.
He's got a drive-through as well. He needs to pit for I'm not going to try and justify it.
He needs to pit for those intermediates.
TLA.
What's he done?
TLA stopped and he's come out on a set of softs.
Oh, Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
Pitex come out on a set of wets.
Right, let's get
And hasn't had his
these
front wing changed either.
tyres on the board. So D Summer's yet to stop. TLA's come out on the set of soft tyre. And Pipe Tech is on the wets. But obviously with the safety car out, I'm expecting D Summers to be in probably end of this lap. I think it's probably to avoid the double stack, the two Williams. I assume Pipe Tech will be back in to probably repair that front wing, because how badly is that front wing damaged? Is it just the end?
It's quite bad. No, it's not just the end.
Oh, that
it's
is
quite
really
a big
bad.
portion of
That is really bad.
that right hand side.
Yep, and that rain
yeah,
is...
I do get the whole double stack thing, but it means he's definitely going to come out
behind that second lot. Like he will
at least behind the set. I mean, TLA's doing his very best at the moment to go as slow as possible.
And he gets 10 for speed in the pits! Everything just going from bad to worse for D Summers. Oh,
It is wet, so you can't brake where you normally brake for the pit lane.
Yeah,
I have to state the obvious.
Yep, I'm expecting him to retire because he's got 10 for speed in. He's got a drive through as well. His race now is just absolute ruined. As TLA's also now in the pits to put on the inters. His race is ruined. Pipe Tech is back in to repair that front wing. And probably to slap on a set of inters. But yeah, just like yesterday in the EU3 race, rain is here. So, and it did come about lap 9 as well for me yesterday. So
you know how you said he was going to slap on a set of intermediates?
He slapped on another set of wets, hasn't he?
Yes, he has.
Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear.
It's a very good question that the wizard has posed to you. How, when you had a safety car yesterday, or how many times you had it yesterday, how did you pick up 12 seconds of penalties? Explain yourself.
I picked up one warning under safety car.
Why?
I picked up
one
because wet brakes don't work. Because like I was taking turn 7 like flat out pretty much, and I went too wide. Most of the warnings to spell were for me turning in too early. The point I kept turning in too early was turn 11. Every single time I got out of my 12 warnings, I think about at least 9 of them were for turning in too early at turn 11. Because I know I got a warning twice at turn 7 for going too wide.
I'm not entertaining this.
Two spell saying didn't get one warning and must try harder. I was trying hard. I only got 3 in the dry, and as soon as the rain came, I got like 9.
Harder. Try harder.
I will try harder next week when we go to Baku. Oh wait, Baku is a track where you should... Okay, I'm gonna say this now.
If you pick up a track limit penalty at Baku, right? I do fear for your own. I do fear for you because you should be in a wall.
That's one thing I don't do. I don't think I ever pick up warnings at street circuits. Aim for the rest of the season to get the Wizard Award. But what, for not getting for warnings for the rest of the season?
No penalties in the race. Safety car is in this lap, so we don't have to worry about this. It is getting a little bit heavier out there.
Yeah, it is. PW Jones has showed up in the chat and says, hope it doesn't rain for EU1 tomorrow. I also just realised I never put the safety car graphic on. I'm a good
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
two spell saying, is
took
Pipe
us a
Check a
while.
genius or a fool? Man, it is on full
I-
wets, and that rain is very heavy.
I think this could be a slight. I hope this is a slight bit of genius. I'm all for it.
Like I
Okay.
had a genius moment yesterday in the EU3 race. I'm just hoping it works.
Away
on
we
Pipe
go.
Check. Yep, away we go. Steljo under pressure here as we come down to turn 1. Charlie on the inside, and Charlie gets the move done, and Steljo is a bit off the
I say
road.
he's got the move done. He's pushed him off the track as well, and
Just
then
a little
Sid's
bit.
been able to come through.
Yep, Sid through,
And
and it
the
looks like
Aston
Grell.
Martin.
Oh, not quite
was
close enough.
Trying to get through. Well, the door was open.
Yep, it was.
And that's all I would say on the issue. D Summers.
Yep, D Summer 7's drive through.
Don't.
Sid on the inside of Charlie as these two are, well, okay, they were side by side, but now Sid backed out of it wisely. Will hold on to P2 ahead of his teammate.
Andre's got front wing damage already.
That was quick.
I'm seeing if there's anybody else that's struggling, because there's a few back ends that are getting a little bit loosey-goosey out there.
Yeah, that will probably be an issue for some drivers. As I say, Tay is all over the back of Grellis and looked to try and make a move into turn 13, but he's not quite getting the power down fast enough, but not quite close enough. And so let's just stick behind. Sid is just, sorry, Charlie's just bolted away from Sid. He's got a full second on Sid. So Charlie is off, just sending it. As now Tay is going to look to try and get past the Aston Martin of Grellis here, down into the one. Nope, backs out of it. As it looks like Yeet Meeks was side by side with Havoc Connor, but him not quite close enough as he's a bit wide. That's probably going to be a track limit violation. And now he's...
There's been a few of those already.
Yep. Andre is fighting with Robstar over 11th. Robstar on the outside.
Oh, Malvin down the inside into turn 5.
And Yeet Meeks is off the road, and he's going to probably lose the place to the lanky one as well, is he? Lanky... Nope. Lanky's smart and backs out of it. Yeah.
I have a feeling this is going to play into Lanky's. I think Lanky's going to have a race where it's going to play into his hands later on.
Yeah.
He's very good at that. Meanwhile, Malvin and D Summers, sorry, not D Summers, Havoc Connor going at it.
Yeah, D Summers, unfortunately, is 16 seconds off the back of the rest of the field. Obviously, he had to serve his drive through. And 2 Spelt in chat says 2-0 Arsenal, Matty.
I know, I'm watching it. Sorry, what? Huh?
Man's watching it while commentating. Now, come on, bro. You're gonna be commentating on this F1 race, not watching the Arsenal game.
You won't like me next week. I'm not here next week because of said.
Ah.
So this is my last commentary before Christmas. Oh, sad times. Malvin gonna go around the outside of the Williams this time and gets the move.
Oh,
done.
and there's
There was a
contact.
car.
Yeah, Havoc Connor losing too with because of a bit of contact he had there with Yeet Meeks. So Yeet Meeks just said, "I'm gonna yeet you out the way."
He did. That was I just saw Williams exit stage left there in the background.
We've got Pablo is in the chat. Charlie, he's saying Charlie is in P1, right? And he's like, I'm on ads. Oh dear.
Oh, the ads.
Do you know how
Charlie's
you
gap out front is 2 seconds.
Yeah, I was saying, Pablo, you know how to fix those ads, right? It's called use your Twitch Prime on the cost stream, so you don't have to worry about those pesky ads.
Oh, Sid, 3 seconds. There we go. There's the first one, and he's let Stelcho through as well. He's struggling out there at the moment. Gredes as well looks to not have the pace of the front 3. Just a reminder, no DRS. Currently, we are in wet weather conditions.
Yep, it is bucketing down out there. Two spell in chat saying my pre-race prediction is aging well at the minute. Charlie in the lead. As it looks like Melvin's made up another place on Sebi. Trying to go around the outside of the Mercedes ram turn 3 and gets the move done. Job done. Melvin up to 6th. Next on his list is Tay, who is still struggling to get past the Aston Martin of Grellis.
Yeah, there's a couple of guys out there where you think just stay in the race because I have a feeling it's going to come to you with penalties and collisions. Sebi's one of them. Lanky's obviously, I mentioned earlier, he's another. Guys that probably want a decent result. Probably weren't expecting it. So,
Two spell in chat saying the one to watch. Malvin is the one to watch right now. He has a car in one piece. Yes, he does.
But we've spoken about this before, haven't we? Already this season, in the few races that we've seen Malvin do in this tier and in this league, is that look, over one lap he's got some fantastic pace, but in the race it's either it's nowhere or he gets into incidents that he shouldn't be getting into. And we've already seen that happen a few times today as I'm watching rear ends of F1 cars slide through Gulp.
Yep.
Sorry, not Gulp, Galp. The last corner around this Portugal International Circuit. But yeah, we said that we've seen the potential this guy has.
Oh,
but
he almost tried to go around the outside of Tay at turn 1, but he's going to try and muscle his way down the inside here. And up into 5th now goes the Alpine of Malvin. Now he'll just, after a Grellis as Havoc Connor picks up another 3 seconds for track limit violation.
The old up and under approach through turn 1, make one car do what you want them to do, and then goes back underneath them. It happens in that. I don't know why it happens in that corner. It's a strange corner, but you can make people do that. Force them to go wide and then switch back underneath them.
Yep.
And we have a lull. A slight lull. I say a slight lull. We've got 2 trains from 4th down to 7th, and then we've got one from Yeet Mix all the way down to where Andre is in P13. Bad news for Pipe Tech. Is it foolish or was it his genius? At the moment, it's looking fairly foolish on those wet tyres. 8 seconds now off the back of the pack, and we'll need some kind of miracle. Yeet Mix and Sebi also have picked up 3 seconds recently.
For track limits. As it looks like here, Malvin's going to try and get past Grellis, but thinks better of it, backs out of it. This Alpine right now is a bit of a rocket ship. Ooh, not going to try and go down the inside of the Aston Martin. What?
Sorry, on board with Lanky.
Malvin down the inside of Grellis at turn 5.
Yeah, Tay's in front row seats to watch this unfold.
Up side by side as they come up to turn 7. And now up to turn 8, Samson. And now the
switch back under. Oh, Tay getting very close as well as he looks.
They're still side by side as they're coming down to turn 9 of Craig Jones. And now up to turn 10, Portimao. But yep, that Alpine has finally got through. So that Alpine is really on a charge right now. I would say
9 seconds off the lead is Malvin.
Yep, obviously Charlie has a 3-second gap to Steljo. Steljo has a 3-second gap to Sid. And obviously Sid and Malvin have 3 seconds of pens. So if Grellis can keep with Malvin as he chases a Sid, Grellis could easily pick up a free podium here.
Yeah, they're all trying to get in the toe, as it's the only way they're going to get close enough down the straight without the drag reduction system.
Yep, currently offline because of this wet weather.
Oh, take 3 seconds. I was on board whilst I watched that back end. Stepped out through turn 2, and all of a sudden Grellis now under pressure. Lost a place last lap. Just about got that stop. I thought he was going to make a move there for into turn 5 whilst Gredis was out of position. Mix and TLA swapping positions down for 10th and 11th. TLA tried to go for the cutback, but there was a bright papaya car right there.
Yep.
About to call it orange, but I felt slightly wrong for doing that. And Rob Starr has taken, or trying to take advantage of TLA there, and he's got the move done.
Rob Star up into 11th, but now he'll try to chase after Yeet Mix.
If you are watching this, sorry, I was just about to say, if you are watching the stream, don't worry, it isn't a safety car. We're still under green flag conditions as Yeet Mix lost a couple of positions there.
He's been sent probably into a semi-spin as Rob muscled his way past and now into 10th, right behind a half-lap corner.
Oh, he's got front wing damage as well.
That'll also explain it. Who was that just diving into a pits? I think Yeet Mix 10th for speeding in the pits, and that is a retirement.
Retired.
And that is I say you can easily tell if someone's going to retire in the pits. They're going to be like, yep, just going to run it in, get 10 seconds of speed in, and then I'm out of here. Anyway,
Thanks for coming.
Thanks for coming. We'll see you next week. So obviously, Charlie is still running away, 3 seconds up the road from Steljo and 2. We'll see Malvin's really catching a Sid up here, as he's now under 2 seconds behind. But unfortunately, Grelis not able to keep with him, so that is unfortunate. But as it stands right now, that Alpine is a rocket ship. Obviously as well, I'm expecting the drivers possibly in a couple laps to pit for a new set of inters. I would assume in the next.
Yeah, that's going to be the interesting bit. Whether the people are going to come in again and put on a set of inters. The gaps I'm interested for is obviously Malvin to Sid.
10 laps. 10 laps is when they did pit for the inters, and there's the penalties on screen. Everyone's pretty much got 3 seconds unless you're both the Williams, where you've got 6 and 10 respectively.
Well, interestingly, you can see a quite significant dry line around the track at the moment. We didn't see that a few laps ago.
Yeah, you definitely can, but obviously that rain is still pouring, so it's clearly not going to be dry enough for a while. If that rain stops, maybe. But obviously, we're only on lap 21 of this 33, so we've still got 13 laps to go, so it could all change. As Tay is right up to Grelis' diffuser there, as I saw in the background. These two still fighting over 5th. As Sebi's just picked up another 3 seconds, so he's got 6 now.
6, yeah. Sid is struggling because Malvin is all over the back, and it's not.
Yep.
It is a slight combination that Malvin is getting a little bit quicker because he's pulled away from Grelis by about a second over the last couple of laps, but also Sid has dropped off the back of Stelcho by quite a bit as well.
Yeah, 6 seconds is the gap between himself and his teammate.
That rear of the Mercedes, that rear of the Red Bull looks a handful to...
he's sliding through Galp there.
They've all been sliding through, but yeah, Sid looks a lot worse that time around. I think we could see an easy move. An easy move.
Down the outside, the Alpine. Sid leaving the space. No, contact. Malvin gets pushed off the road just a little bit. But Sid will keep the place for now, but I don't think it will be for long, because that Alpine is going to try and charge down the inside here at turn 5. Later on the brakes, contact again. And more contact on the exit. Bit more wheel banging. Pipe Tech is coming to the pits and has retired from the session. We're down to 13 runners. And still Sid Malvin here, still fighting over for the last podium place. And still side by side as we come up to turn 10 and 11 here.
Through Portimao we go. Oh, Sid's running into the back of the Alpine. No visual damage from what we can see, but
no. Sid will probably try to get back past on the next straight, maybe. But I think
they've lost 2 seconds this lap. The gap is 8 seconds between themselves and Stelcho.
Yeah, and Grelis has gained a bit. Grelis was like 4 seconds behind. He's now 2.3. Oh.
Yeah, Grelis has bridged the gap here to the likes of Sebi. Lanky's actually drawing in on these guys. In fact, Lanky's gone to find some water for those intermediates.
Yep, cool them
to
down.
Cool them down.
Because this dry line is. Oh god.
In fact, they're all searching for water down that main straight.
Pablo Play saying, a fun fact about Sebi, he got a season ban in a different league in one race, apparently. And he's now saying, Pablo is now saying, he's not surprised Sid is running into the back of somebody.
Rob and Havoc Connor then squabbling over 9th and 10th, and it's the Williams driver that just about stays ahead.
I say these guys, as a Rob doesn't really need to fight Havoc Connor because Havoc Connor's got 6 seconds of pens, and Sid has now made another mistake and dropped right off the back of Malvin, so he'll try to catch Steljo ahead. As Havoc Connor and Robstar are still squabbling over 9th.
Well, you say catch Stelcho ahead. Stelcho's gapped in by half a second on this lap alone. Stelcho Charlie
Sid
doing very
Sid picking up 6. Sid into the pits and retires from the race.
What?
Why would you retire there, Sid? You've got 6 seconds of pens. That's only going to drop you to about where Sebi is. We're still going to get a decent amount of points.
If that, there was 3 or 4 guys behind you on penalties, and
yeah,
Malvin had one. Malvin had one anyway. All you had to do, he may pick up another one, but
yeah, you could have actually stayed in like 5th. Oh, Sid.
Sid, if I'm being brutally honest, I'm not impressed by that.
Yep. So obviously this has promoted Grelis up to 4th. And now him and Tay will fight over 4th. They're still quite close together, these two.
By the way, because of all these retirements, even though he's 14 seconds and got a penalty off the back, D Summers is 12th. He only needs 2 more people to succumb in the next 10 laps, and he'll get a point, considering he's had 10 seconds, a drive-through.
Yep. Pablo in chat said, gotta have my daily Sid insult. Oh dear. You can't be insulting people, sir. Like, come on, show some respect. Show some respect,
but
Pablo.
In terms of the championships and things like that, how important could that be in in a 10, 12 weeks time?
Yeah, in the constructors, yeah. Yeah, that's not the best.
Think about the team and yourself sometimes, and that's what you guys need to do.
Obviously as well, with Sid's retirement as well, it's actually promoted Tier Late into the points. Obviously with Havoc Connor having 6 seconds of pens, it's actually going to drop him outside the points, so Andre might, let's say, will pick up a point for 10th. Oh, Sid said something in Discord. Pablo saying that something came up had to dip after Sid DNF'd. So, oh well.
I won't rip into him that much. I'll be right.
That's it. It's it. That's all I'm gonna say.
It's alright. Malvin. So Malvin's kind of stabilised the gap between himself and Stelch. Just having a look at their times last time around for the top 3. So Charlie did a 27.2. Stelcho did a 26.9 and Melvin did a 27.2. So they're into the very high 26s or the low 27s for our leaders. And Stelcho's the one here that looks to be a bit more comfortable. I think, finally, if they were going to stop, they would have stopped ages ago, and they're all going to go to the end.
Yeah, so I guess they're not going to stop them. As Grelis, Tejas finally got past Grelis. I've been watching these two the entire time. I missed it, but you wouldn't have missed it on the stream. Tay finally getting past Grelis and has actually started to already gap Grelis. But yeah, these guys have done 16 laps on those intermediates.
Yeah,
I would have thought these would have been on like about to blister, as I now see a lanky one right on the back of Sebi here.
Yeah, and Lanky's teammate Rob is ahead of the trio that's fighting over the last few points of the race. Andre's not too far as well, considering he's got damage with that front wing on that left-hand side. It's going to get pretty tasty the last few laps for basically 8th down to 11th, who's going to get the final few major points.
Yep.
Lanky at the moment, so I'm just looking at penalties-wise, Lanky isn't doing enough to get any higher. So he's not going to get the likes of Tay, who's got a 3-second penalty, because he's currently too far away. But
so if the thing is, if Grelis can stay within 3 seconds of Tay, Grelis will get 4th place back due to that penalty. Obviously, Sebi's going to drop behind the lanky one, but he's got a big enough gap to Robstar as well, but Rob's like 10 seconds behind these two. So Sebi's only going to lose a single place.
Also, I would say there's a lot of incidents that have happened, so these guys need to try and get as close as they can to people in front of them. Grelis has just dipped out of the second gap between himself and
Lanky.
Tay.
Yeah, well, Sebi and Lanky here are actually catching Grelis a little bit. But if they can catch Grelis enough, then if Lanky can get past Sebi here and catch Grelis enough, then Lanky could actually overtake Tay as well. That 3-second pens. As I can see, Grelis is on the water. As I now see the lanky one trying to go down the inside of Sebi here into turn 1. Nope, he backs out of it, so not quite close enough on this attempt.
Oh, they were very close that time around, though.
Yep. Close to contact between this Ferrari and Williams. I'm sorry, not Williams, Mercedes. Sorry, pull my neck.
All right, Crofty. But yeah, though, this is what we said earlier about Lanky and Sebi. So at the moment, Sebi will lose the position to Lanky, but he will still finish in 7th because he's miles ahead of Rob. Andre's now got within, so we've got a quartet battling over 8th as we speak. Meanwhile, though, the gap to lead's just under 3 seconds. It's been fluctuating. It was down to 2.5. It was up to 3.3. It's now about 2.7. So Stelcho at this stage closing in slowly, but it's not going to be enough as Stelcho goes to search for more water for those
Oh no,
tyres.
have a Connor now on 12 seconds of pens. Didn't even notice that. Oh no.
I knew it was 6. I didn't realise it was now up to 12. I think he was on 9.
Yeah, D Summers is also on 13 seconds of pens.
Oh, move. Here we go. Lanky's going to go for it.
Yep, he's down the inside, up into turn 1. Gets the move done, so now he'll chase after Regrelis. Two spell now coming in chat. Both Williams cars are trying to beat Penguins 12 seconds. We have a tie.
Yeah, we do have a tie at the moment. Malvin, I'm just going to check. Malvin's just had a stinker of a lap.
Oh, he has. He's dropped a full second in that last lap.
Yeah, he did 28.1 compared to Tay.
Lee Summers into the box.
I know Tate's just done a 28-1 as well. What did Stelcho and Charlie do then? Must have been so much quicker than.
New serve
Yeah,
Inter's
so
going on.
Oh, I don't know why you would have done that now. If you were going to pit, would have pitted ages ago. I mean, he's at the back, but he can't get fast enough either because it's already dry.
Oh,
As the lead.
Tia having a bit of a mare there with Andre. Andre and Tia side by side, and Tia just kind of runs into the side of Andre. And now it loses a bit of time. Oh dear.
Gap to lead, though, is 2.1 seconds. Charlie and Stelcho just pumped in a 26.7 and a 26.8 each. That's why Malvin time looks so bad. He dropped off to 28.1 on that lap. He's over 11 seconds. He just cannot handle the pace of the guys, and neither can Tay, actually. These two at the front getting stronger as the race goes on. We've only got 4 laps to go.
Yeah, because we've just started lap 30, so 4 to go, and the gap at the front is flirting between 2.0 and 2.2 right now. So Steljo is clearly trying to get up try to catch up to the back of Charlie. I also do believe there's a D Summers also between the two of them.
But he
has been lapped.
Yeah, there's no DRS or anything, so it has no influence on it.
To be fair, the slipstream alone from D Summers would be helpful enough, but nah. Both Steljo and Charlie both on the water trying to cool those tires down. Obviously, they've been on them since they pitted onto them when the rain started coming down. So that is now 21 laps these two have done on those intermediate tires. Surely they should be like close to popping range. Surely.
Yeah, I reckon we could see a puncher at some point from somebody. The gap I'm keeping tabs on is Tay to Lanky. Lanky's got it down to 3.2 sorry, not 3.2. 4.2 seconds now. He's got rid of Sebi.
Yeah, Lanky's just dropped him.
And Sebi's got to be careful because the gap between him and Rob now is below 10 seconds, and that's changed quite a bit in the last couple of laps.
Two spell in chat saying someone in EU3 yesterday did 24 laps on the intermediates and they were fine. I say they probably struggled a little bit towards the end.
I was going to say, you say that, all these guys are going to be heading towards that. Yeah, so Lanky's got the gap about 4 seconds with 3 to go, so
yeah,
Tay could be in a bit of trouble here.
Steljo is under 2 now. Steljo really pushing on.
Yeah, I was going to say...
1.6 is the gap. He's trying to do a lot of pushing here on Charlie.
Amazing. Both their batteries is on exactly the same percentage as well, so this is it. This is just raw pace now. And how you're going to use that ERS system that you've got in the car. Can you force the other driver to make a mistake?
Oh, Lanky's down to 2.6 now on Grellis, and Grellis is exactly a second behind Tay.
That's what I say, that gap is getting smaller.
It is. If Lanky can get under 2, Lanky can maybe get ahead of Tay because of the penalty.
Rob's got his gap down to 9, so if Sebi picks up another penalty... Oh, and he's just gone wide through turn 2 as well, so that'd be a warning.
Yeah, he's on 6 seconds of pens already. As Andre is...
be a warning.
Yeah, the Haas has got past the Williams, and bit of contact and more contact as Tia loses a lot of his front wing there. Oh, Charlie spun!
Oh, Charlie's off!
Charlie's off! Oh no!
And what did I say? You just got to see if that driver in front's going to make the mistake, and there's the mistake.
Oh no, Charlie's just thrown away the win. Oh no.
I'll have to agree with you, Neil. It's prime Sebastian Vettel, Canada 2011.
Yep. Pablo in chat saying, "Don't do that to me, Charlie." Oh no, he's really dropped. He's like now 9 seconds off Steljo. As we're starting the last lap of this race.
Steljo can't believe what's just happened. He knows he's just got to keep it on the circuit now. He's got a massive gap between himself and Charlie. Charlie's going to probably be home in about second place as it stands. We're keeping an eye on the battle for fourth place between the likes of Tay, Grillis and Lanky. That's going to be down on penalties. And also,
But Lanky's over 3 seconds off the back of Grelis, and Grelis is 1.6 off of Tay, so I think
that gap for Lanky's growing. It's growing quite a bit. It's 5.2.
Yeah.
He's just got to try and get the car home.
Yep, he's got to get it home, but obviously he will keep it in 6th as Connor, Tier and Thing are all still fighting.
They are. Rob's though set off into the sunset ages ago. He's miles up the road compared to these guys a few laps ago. But Stelcho has got one potential corner to go.
2 corners. He's running turn 14 now. Now he's coming up. Steljo coming up to the last corner now. Obviously he probably can't believe his luck. He was catching Charlie anyway. But obviously now Steljo will come across the line to take the win here in Portimao. As now obviously Charlie will cross the line in second. That is very unfortunate for Charlie having that spin to throw it all away. The Alpine of Malvin will round out the podium. And now we just wait to see what happens for 4th place. Tay will come across the line to take 4th. How close is Grelis and Lanky going to be? Grelis takes 4th away from Tay, so the 3 seconds. And Lanky was about 1.7 off the back. Tay will cross the line now. We'll just have to see what Rob do. Can Rob get it under 6? Under 6 to take 7th? Nope, over a second. So now Andre will be next to cross the line. Obviously he'll be ahead of Havoc Connor. Obviously with Havoc Connor's 12 seconds of pens, he'll drop behind Tierlade anyway as they both cross the line. 2 spell in chat said he bottled it harder than Hamilton in Baku 2021.
Brake magic.
Yep, the magic brake button back then. So there are your winners. So here are your winners. Your podium sitters, and Steljo picks up the win. Charlie 2nd, Malvin 3rd. Then the rest of the point scorers are Grelis, Tay, Lanky, Sebi, Rob, and Tierlade will pick up the final point. And obviously the rest of the finishers have a Con in 11th and D Summers in 12th. And then the DNFs got Sid, Pipe Tech, Yeet Meeks, Connell, and Biker Craig. So very, very entertaining race with all the collisions and the bottles. Sorry, Charlie. But yeah, now it's time to ask the guys if they want to pop in for interviews or not.
I think it would be a very colourful language possibly being used. We have to remind them.
Yep, I will.
I think Charlie would be very happy, but that's fine.
Who was the other one, Malvin?
Whilst you do that, then if I shall do the plugs.
Yeah, do the plugs.
Do the plugs. If you enjoyed that as much as what we did, you can join us again next week, where EU2 will be racing live from Azerbaijan on the streets of Baku, 9 p.m. UK time. You'll be hosted. Well, you'll have Piney, but unfortunately, you won't have me next week due to circumstances. But if you can't wait until then and you want some more contest of speed action, you are more than welcome to join us in a few hours' time at 9 p.m. Eastern, which is 2 a.m. UK and 3 a.m. Central European time, to watch our American colleagues from across the pond in AM2 race at Portugal as well. If the European region and time zone is more suited to you, and staying up until 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning is a little bit of a challenge, then you can join us again tomorrow for EU1. That will kick off at 9 p.m. UK time, the same as what it did tonight. We share our evenings with AM1 And yes, as I said already, we'll be back up. We'll be returning to Baku next week, which will be our last race before the Christmas period. We will second week in January for round 7. And we'll wait for this. Once the Twitch stream is finished, it'll be on the Twitch channel, and then it'll be uploaded to our YouTube channel. Discord link is currently in the stream already. Somebody's already done it for me, so thank you very much. But other than that,
So we've got Steljo and Charlie in. Our third place, Malvin, says he's too exhausted to join. So we'll start talking to Charlie, the man who finishes second, the man who should have won if he didn't bottle it. So that is unfortunate. But obviously, until you bottle, Charlie, you're having a good race, wasn't you?
I didn't bottle it at all. My controller just killed itself. It just switched off for no reason. So
Hey.
I am just utterly annoyed at that.
I'm sorry, your controller just died mid-race.
Because it's on its way out anyway. It just sometimes switches off when it wants to without telling me. I had one earlier this morning as well, so I thought, okay, that's the one done for the day. No, it just wanted to go fuck up my chances in a way.
Language.
Oh, whatever.
I knew he was gonna at least say one thing like that anyway.
I kind of half expected it, to be honest. But obviously as well, how's qualifying? Struggled a little bit.
I screwed that one up as well.
So we'll just leave it at Charlie bottled qualifying and bottled the race.
I wouldn't say I bottled the race. I thought
I know.
the race I was doing quite towards the end, my tires were wearing and it was showing. I dropped like a 4-second gap to Steljo, who was just driving impeccably, and I reckon I probably could have had the lead at the start of the safety car, like before that thing came out, if it wasn't for Sid's terrific driving, I must say. But other than that, Steljo pretty much deserved the win. But obviously, it came at the cost of my sanity, I guess.
That is unfortunate. Matty, anything to ask Charlie?
Not necessarily. I'm sure we'll have a Mercedes debrief at some point, and I'll probably have to give him a cuddle or something just to make him feel a little better, you know.
Alright then, so I'll say congratulations on P2 there then, Charlie, as we'll move on to today's race winner, Steljo. How does it feel to win?
Amazing. I really didn't expect to win. I thought I had like second, and I also had a dry setup, and I thought like, yeah, Charlie has a wet setup, because I was gaining so much in the straight, lost a bit in the corners, but then I just continued to drive with no mistakes, and I think we both drove really well, and then it was just unfortunate that Charlie's controller disconnected. But my rear was totally destroyed at the end. I had like 60% on tires. Yeah, it was really difficult to drive, but quali also went pretty good. Did get a good banker lap, so yeah, and then it just started raining.
Yeah, the rain came in qualifying and it also came in the race. I'm just also want to ask as well. Did you put on a smile when you saw Charlie in the gravel? Like, were you like cheering to yourself, like, yes, I'm gonna win now?
Yeah, I was actually just surprised. I know you can listen to my stream, but I don't think I don't remember doing it. I was just like surprised, like, oh, he spun. But
So
yeah.
no reaction at all then, really.
Yeah, not really.
Matty,
but still, really good race.
Matty, anything to ask our race winner?
I'm just interested, obviously at the start between yourself, Charlie, and Sid, whether, I don't know if you were working together to I mean, you kind of pulled away from everyone else, but it looked a bit messy at times. Didn't know if there was any kind of Red Bull multi 2-1 kind of scenario or not. That was all.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, sometimes you get in this position when it's really tight in slow speed corners, but like I think we all thought like it's better if we overtake each other on the straight and just not really battle that much in corners, because then we can pull away from the field, which helps just generally if you get a penalty or anything. So yeah,
Cool.
and it was really unfortunate that Sid needed to go mid-race. So
That's, I have nothing further to ask them. I shall let them be.
And then I'll say then thank you, Steljo, and congratulations again on that fantastic win.
thank you
And
for a good stream.
Yep, thank you. Obviously now that is end of stream. Obviously, as Matty said earlier, the American friends are from across the pond. They'll be doing their AM2 race tonight for obviously the same track at 9 p.m. Eastern, which will be about 2 a.m. for people, or 2 a.m. 3 a.m. for us people in Europe. So if people want to stick around to watch that, could be some good fun. Obviously, I will be back tomorrow, obviously with Charlie for EU1, and we'll be watching Matty Robbo try his luck at this track. Obviously, that'll be at the same time as this EU2 race was today at 9 p.m. GMT. So without further ado, it's goodbye from Matty, it's goodbye from me, and we'll see you all in the next stream. Adios.